Hi, Carl Ford with M2M Evolution here in Santa Clara at Sprint's Open Solutions Conference. And Tom Nelson is with me. Tom, thank you for being here.
Real
What's your
pleasure.
exact title so I get it right?
Tom Nelson, Emerging Solutions Group.
There, that's the group you hang out with, and that's the M2M crowd. So just for the people who don't know, what is M2M?
You know, when you think about wireless, oftentimes you kind of think about a tablet, you think about your smartphone, and your handset. So the world of M2M is really all those devices that are outside of that space. So it's broad space, it's connected, it's e-readers, it's smart meters, it's digital signage. It's a very broad spectrum of connecting all these different interesting machines that live around us and connecting them in interesting ways.
Cool. And what's the biggest challenge for M2M right now? What's going on in the marketplace?
You know, Carl, I think if you'd asked me that a couple years ago, I might have said technology. You know, do we have the right modules, the right devices, the right applications, and the tools that kind of help enable all these machines to start talking together? But now I think we're really at that point where we've resolved a lot of those technical issues, and now I think the biggest issue that we have is awareness. Awareness around machine to machine. What is it? How do I take advantage of it? And we're here at the Solutions Conference, and this is what this is all about, is really driving awareness. We have over 18 different sessions going on here at the 3-day workshop specifically to M2M. How do I develop on it? What's my business proposition? And really learning from the key partners that have been there and done that.
Great, and you mentioned the content, but there's also this whole ecosystem around you guys, and you really got a nice community, and I've been with you up at the MCC, yes. And I really enjoy, seeing how you've enabled the partners to kind of demo their wares. So you want to talk about just how people work with you guys?
Yes, it really is an ecosystem. So what Sprint does is really help to kind of open up the doors to our network and make it extremely easy for application developers, manufacturers, OEMs to put their devices on the network and light them up and be able to help them kind of communicate. So you mentioned the collaboration center that we have just north of here in Burlingame, California. That's a working laboratory. So if you had an idea, Carl, you could bring your idea up to the collaboration center. We can surround you with engineers and talent and help bring your solution to life.
Right, and it's nice that you guys are here in California. I think this is a place where a lot of innovation is occurring, isn't it?
Absolutely. There's lots of innovation happening in the Valley for sure. And the Collaboration Center becomes not only a laboratory, but really a place for learning and for understanding how to take advantage of M2M.
Cool. And if you want to find out more information, how do they get associated with what you guys are doing at Sprint?
Certainly. You can go to sprint.com/M2M, and that's our website that's chock full of all kinds of information, white papers, testimonials, different kinds of information on what's going on in the M2M space, the key partners that we're working with, and actually it also links over to our community site. It's a brand new site that we're actually partnering with TMCnet. So that's an application that provides a view of, with all of our different partners putting their white papers on. So it's really a view for webinars and forums, so we have that linkage as well.
We enjoy that company with you guys. I get a real kick out of the way that you guys use the ecosystem with us. It's truly multifaceted in the fact that it's not only used for external communication, but internal communication as well, which I get a kick out of. Now, just out of curiosity, is there any trends that we should be talking about here? I liked seeing the ambulance. I certainly enjoyed the Keganator. But what verticals or what marketplaces do you think are really coming of age right now?
It's a broad spectrum. So I mentioned connected transportation is a huge one. So think about connecting cars and trucks and fleet and trains, being able to use your Wi-Fi as you're going back and forth on those vehicles, distracted driving, and even fuel costs, helping you reduce your fuel. So the whole connected transportation space is really one that's very exciting. Another one's digital signage. Carl, when you go up and down the interstate, you're seeing lots of signs that are now going from flat screens to digital screens. So we're providing that information through a 4G pipe and providing content, when you want it, when you want to see it, and where you want to see it. So you're seeing a lot of information around the connected transportation space and digital signage. Another one that we find interesting is the whole area of healthcare. So, people are trying to remotely monitor and become healthier. Is a whole space for M2M. In fact, we work with one partner called Ideal Life.
Okay.
And Ideal Life is
They've
providing.
actually been part of one of our webinars, so it's a great combination. Go ahead.
Absolutely. So what Ideal Life does is they take a lot of different biometric information. So they take the biometric information and they allow you to send your, in this case, your oxygen wirelessly over to your physician to know what your oxygen levels are, what your weight is, your blood pressure, your glucose. All of that information can now be wirelessly and securely transferred over to your medical physician. So that's just one example, but there's a lot of different activities going on M2M, and I think it's a testimony to the Solutions Conference of the number of sessions that are just chock full with people trying to learn more about this whole space.
Great. I know that this is a red hot opportunity, and I'm looking forward to seeing more and more of these solutions come out with you guys. So thank you very much.
Absolutely. Thank you.